Hey guys, it's Elelwyn, and I'm kind of shifting around the schedule a little bit for videos. It's Monday, and you didn't get a video yesterday, and I'm sorry about that. And I said that Mondays you're gonna get presents, but because of yesterday I didn't get a chance to film or record the video that you're supposed to get today. So I'm just kind of shifting it around. You will get your Monday present, it just won't be today. So for yesterday's missed video, I'm going to do a ramble, which is what you're hearing now. But I'm going to do it with gum chewing. This is definitely not for everyone, so if you're someone who's sensitive to eating sounds, just go listen to the previous ramble. Didn't have them, but this has been super highly requested by like a lot of people, so I am gonna do this. You will be getting another video tonight that does not involve gum chewing, so you can listen to that one after. But I have these gum balls that you can hear. I went out specifically and bought these because I almost never have gum in the house, and I've got 4 of them. I don't know if I'll need all 4, but they're just like little cheapo gum, so I don't know how much I'll need. But I'll chew these, and I find this is just a personal thing, I find video on gum chewing videos kind of like disturbing / distracting, because people often chew kind of like a horse or a cow to get the chewing effect, which makes total sense because these are sounds videos, but it can be kind of, for people who don't like to see the inside of people's mouths, it's kind of nasty. So I'm just not doing that. But anyway, I'll pop in the first gumball and we'll see what's going on. This one's blue. Alright. I think this is blueberry flavor. Now, I find it super unnatural to chew with my mouth open, so I hope you guys like a softer sound, because I don't know if I can physically chew with my mouth open and speak to get the sounds required. Alright, that is definitely too small. So I'm going to pop in another one. I've got a green one, an orange one, and a white one here. I don't know what any of the flavors are. I think this one's blueberry because it's a blue one. Let's go with green. I think that one's supposed to be melon. It's good. They blend well together. Okay. That's good enough for now. I'll pop in another one when the flavor dies. But I'll explain why I didn't have a video yesterday. Basically, we were supposed to, by we I mean husband and I, supposed to go to a center class party last night, but I had a horrible migraine all day, so I pretty much just sat and like watched YouTube videos / napped. So I didn't get anything done, including recording. Hence why I'm a day behind now, and why I'm messing with the schedule. But I do have everything planned from here on out. And I also have some good news. I have tested the camera and it does work. I don't know if it has binaural yet. I haven't gotten around to testing that out completely, but it does work, so I can have video content, which is really nice. I was worried I wouldn't be able to get it to work in time, but I did, so that is exciting. Oh wow, this is so strange. I never chew gum and talk like this. It is amazing though how some things that can gross you out so much in regular life can be really relaxing when you just listen to the sound and you remove the context. Sorry, my fingernail scratched something. Because I know people who are like hardcore grossed out when they hear chewing. Myself included, it drives me nuts. But in the context of an ASMR video, it doesn't necessarily work wonders for me. Excuse me, but I can totally stand it. It doesn't make the experience any worse. As I said, these are crappy little gumballs. So I'm going to put in another one because the flavor's dying. This one's orange, so I'm guessing it's going to taste like an orange. That's really nice. You know, orange Tic Tacs. That's exactly what this gumball tastes like. I still love orange Tic Tacs as a kid. I mean, I still do, but I remember getting like really excited about them when I was a kid. I really don't know how loud these chewing sounds are, but I hope they're working for the people who requested this. Growing up, my dad was obsessed with chewing sounds. Not in a positive sense, but if he heard anyone chewing or any kind of smacking or any kind of mouth noise, he would go completely ballistic. Now by completely ballistic, I mean probably what is considered very calm for most people. But my dad's a really chilled out guy, so completely ballistic for him. He would just, like, he couldn't focus, he couldn't concentrate, he would get what in my family we call the giggles of frustration. It's when you start laughing uncontrollably because you're so frustrated about something. So, like, I'll get it when I'm trying to explain something to my husband, for example, and he just doesn't understand, and I've explained the same thing like 10 times. He usually understands. I almost never have to explain anything to him that much. But like, say, a student, and I'll just start laughing because I'm so frustrated. I don't know what else to do. My body just kind of reacts. But anyway, he would get that from chewing sounds. So I have it really deeply ingrained in me to keep my mouth closed while I'm chewing. I'm trying to make it as silent as possible. So it feels really weird to be talking while chewing gum. And I'm purposely trying to make sounds. But it's really difficult. Oh, this already feels like a rock. This probably won't be a super long video, but it's what the people want. Or at least the ones that sent me requests. I'm gonna put in the last gumball. It's white. So think of a guess what flavor it could be. Keep thinking. Okay. Let's see which of you is right. In 3, 2, 1. Whoever guessed coconut, you win. I don't know what you win, but you win. I'm sorry about that really loud chewing sound. That was not my tooth breaking. It was the bubble gum cutting in half. I'm just gonna adjust the microphone. Okay, there we go. This is more comfortable. I had something on my mind lately, so I'll chat about that to flesh this thing out. And something I've noticed, it's kind of strange, is that I never seem to attract people who are like myself to me. Now let me explain that, because that sounds very strange. Basically, I've noticed that very seldom do I have friends that share my interests. And I'm not quite sure why that is, because I don't make a secret of things that I like. I mean, the prime example here is I have almost no friends who are gamers. That's slowly changing because of my research. And I'm sorry if you can hear the really loud truck going past outside. When you research trolling and generally online behavior, you tend to require data from gaming companies and stuff like that. So you meet other researchers who are interested in that field, and a fair chunk of them play games themselves. But apart from that, and before that, I would sometimes, I guess, I don't want to use the word convert because that sounds really dramatic, but like, I would play games with my friends. Like, some of the classics were my best friend growing up. I got into the Chrono series, and another one of my really, really close friends, all throughout high school, kindergarten onward, basically, until university, when I went to school in different cities. I used to play Heroes of Might and Magic 3, and anyone who knows that game knows how awesome it is, and I recommend it if you like turn-based strategy. But that's besides the point. I would play that with her, and I would play, like, I would have a lot of consoles and stuff around the house, and kind of party games for those consoles. So growing up, my house was kind of like the not the party house, because again, I still don't even drink to this day. As soon as you say something's a party house, it's almost like synonymous with crack house. It's just, I don't know, not that kind of party. But like, my friends we'd always gather at my place because I had all the games and stuff for us to do. So we'd play things like DDR and have karaoke and just Mario Party and all this random gaming type stuff. But apart from two guys that I grew up with, none of them were interested in games outside of that context. So they didn't really play games for themselves. It was more like a social thing. And the ones that did, meaning like the ones who did play games socially, weren't really interested in like the JRPGs and the other stuff that I really loved. Except for, again, my best friend that I introduced to Chrono Cross, or not just Chrono Cross, the Chrono series. So that's one example. Another thing is, I grew up always hearing my dad playing D&D with his friends, or Dungeons and Dragons, if you don't know that acronym, although I imagine most people are familiar with the acronym, even if you're not part of a geek nerd community, whatever you want to call it. And I just remember hearing them laugh and just have so much fun for hours and hours on end. And I always wanted to experience that. I was a gamer for the story more than anything, and even to this day, that's still the case. I play gameplay for me as a means, to the end, which is figuring out the story. So I always wanted to join in, but obviously these are like middle-aged men, and I was like a 10 to 15-year-old girl. I didn't exactly fit the group dynamic very well. I still don't. But I always wanted to have these stories, have my life be full of adventure and imagination and all this stuff. And I read fantasy novels when I was a kid. I just ate that up. And to this day, I still do, but I'm a little more discerning in my tastes than I was back then. Then I'm more just, if someone was casting a spell, I was interested, but now I require a bit more in terms of character development, plot line to feel satisfied. But no one else, or none of my other friends, had any of those similar interests. It was, I would introduce them to something and they would be like, oh, I like that specific thing that you've introduced me to, but it wasn't like an intrinsic thing. It was always an extrinsic thing, and it was always specifically associated to when they were with me. It wasn't something they would do by themselves. And I've been watching a lot of Geek and Sundry and Day 9. And for those of you who know them, I'm referring to Geek and Sundry and Day 9 because Day 9 is one person. You'll know what kind of content that is. So basically, I've been watching a lot of people play games. With Day 9 recently, I'm going through StarCraft, the latest single-player campaign. And with Geek and Sundry, I've been watching, they have this amazing RPG show called Titan's Grave. And if that's something you're into, if you like things like Dungeons and Dragons and tabletop gaming, all this kind of stuff, I definitely recommend you check it out because I've been thoroughly enjoying it. But I love watching these stories unfold, and I keep thinking to myself, like, man, what I would give to have a group of friends that I could just hang out with and play board games and maybe do some tabletop gaming or have a LAN party or just like the things that I find fun, have other people who find them fun and want to do that sort of thing. Yeah, and I just find it interesting that I've never had that, given that, again, this isn't something that I hide or that I try to run away from, I guess. And I guess maybe it's because more I don't advertise it either as a multifaceted human being. I don't feel obligated to be seen in costume at every Comic-Con, or to be running around with like a Guild Wars t-shirt on or something. I don't know. I just kind of seem, I don't want to say normal because nobody's normal, but I seem very average if you just kind of look at me, I guess. I don't have pink hair and braces and a bunch of inverted crosses, as is stereotypical of the social outcast gamer nerd thing. I don't know. But it was just something I've been thinking about, how that worked out. How I'm always the introducer. I'm never the join in or the find existing group that likes what you like, or I don't know. I'm saying I don't know a lot. I apologize. I don't know. Have any of you guys had similar experiences? Do you find that the people, I guess, do you find it difficult to surround yourself with like-minded people? Now I sound like an inspirational poster, because there's always these stupid things on Facebook where it's like 5 signs that you need to get rid of this toxic person in your life, and how to surround yourself with amazing people and be happy forever, and all this nonsense. I'm certainly not complaining about my existing friends. I very much enjoy their company, even if we have different interests, and I can appreciate what they like too, because I like lots of things. But I do find myself imaginationally starved these days. I think that comes from hanging around scientists all day. You have to be creative to do science, because you have to come up with different kinds of experiments and ideas. But it's not always the same kind of creativity that it takes to write a novel or immerse yourself in a fantastical world. Sometimes it is, and that's really cool, but a lot of the times it isn't. So that's been something I've been thinking about as I watch Twitch streams and and RPG shows. My gosh, this gum is like rock hard. I'm trying to put one more in to soften it up a bit. I think I see a red gumball back there. I'll try and get that. Yeah, red one. Sorry. It tastes red. Have you ever had that? Where like, you know it's supposed to be something, but it just tastes like the color. Like, all red candies, are the vast majority, are based on some kind of berry-like flavor. But unless it's specific, like a strawberry or a raspberry, it just kind of tastes red. Actually, an even better example is blue Gatorade or blue Powerade. Any kind of blue sports drink. They just taste blue. I don't care if it says blue raspberry on it or if it says anything else. They just taste blue. To me. And that's what this gumball tastes like. It just tastes red. But it's doing its job to soften up the existing rock. I might be able to go for 5 more minutes tops, guys, but my jaw is killing me. And I still have another video to record after this. I'm trying to chew with my gum with my mouth open a little, but I'm so unnatural. I just can't do it properly. I'm driving myself insane with the sound. But yeah. So to sum up, I'm definitely not going to last 5 more minutes. I am now migraine free. That seemed to go away last night after I got some sleep, which is nice. I am friend plenty but nerd lonely. My jaw hurts from chewing this gum. And I will see you in a few minutes with another video, and tomorrow with the promised present video. So I'm gonna spit this gum out now. Bye guys.